Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, whenever this video finds you. But it's Pastor Tim here from River West, and I've been doing some Monday kind of video updates during this COVID time, and so want to continue that. And just I wanted for this morning, maybe the thought to be, how can we see opportunities in the midst of the crisis that we currently face? Many of our normals have been turned upside down. And so we're in a season of unsettledness, which is actually an opportunity for change and for the message of hope and grace that we as Christians carry to go further into the world. When crisis comes, we can have two reactions. One is we can run in fear, we can panic, or the second one is we can say, what can I do? How can I be a person of hope and faith in the midst of a time in which feels that all is failing? And so I want to encourage you as we go into this season that let us not see it simply as a crisis, but as an opportunity for us as a church, we the church, to be the people that God has called us to be. In some ways, I haven't lived through more difficult times, but in some ways, I also haven't lived through times in which there's so much opportunity for us to be the church. I'm hearing of neighbors, of people seeing the neighbors they haven't seen in years, and they're having these conversations. And so I just want to share with you four quick ways that you can make an opportunity to share the gospel and to be a person of the gospel way in this time. The first one is to be an encouragement to your neighbors. This is a time when a lot of people are home. And while we can't get together in the same way we used to, what we can do is we can still encourage one another. So whether that's art that we hang in the windows, that's chalk that we do on our road to encourage those who are walking, those are great ways. But another great way is the Neighbor app. And so this is an app that you can use to connect the whole neighborhood that you are a part of. And you can be the person that is the facilitator who's creating this environment of care. And so I'm not going to explain all that. You can check it out, but that's a great idea. The other one is that you can give blood. We are going into a time where there will be a demand on the medical the system that we have like we've never experienced. And so this is a time when we as Christians can be providing practical care. So give blood. I have not yet done it, and I am planning to do it this week. And so I'd encourage you to do that too. Also, this is a great time for us to give to the food bank as well. We are going into a time when many have been laid off. Over 1 million have applied for EI in the last 2 weeks alone. And so there's going to be a great demand on the food bank. I would encourage you to give as you are able. And lastly, we have a benevolent fund here. And this is a great way for us as a church to bless the community that we are a part of. So what you can do is as you give to the church above your offering, you designate it, and then we give it on your behalf. And so I would encourage you to think about that as well. Let us see God at move. Let us see where God is working, and let us seek to position ourselves in such a way that when this crisis ends, because it will end, that people will look to the church and say, wow, the way that they handled that crisis, the way that they talked about their faith, the way that they blessed their neighborhood is something that I want. I want to leave you with a poem. And this poem I've been seeing going around, and I left you with the poem last time, so I thought I'd keep that on. And please forgive me, I don't have the name of the person who wrote this, but it wasn't me. Just want to say that. But here's this poem, and it spoke to me about this opportunity for us as well to reflect on ourselves and how we can be, and what God is doing in and through us. We've been exposed, not necessarily to the virus. We've all been exposed by the virus. Corona is exposing us, exposing our weak sides, exposing our dark sides, exposing what normally lays far beneath the surface of our souls, hidden by the invisible masks we wear, now exposed by the paper masks that we can't hide far enough behind. Corona is exposing our addiction to comfort, our obsession with control, our compulsion to hoard, our protection of self. Corona is peeling back our layers, tearing down our walls, revealing our illusions, and leveling our best laid plans. Corona is exposing the gods we worship, our health, our hurry, our sense of security, our favorite lies, our secret lusts, and our misplaced trust. Corona is calling everything into question. What is a church without a building? What is my worth without an income? How do we plan without certainty? How do we live despite the risk? Corona is exposing me. My mindless, my numbing, my endless scrolling, my careless words, my fragile nerves. We've all been exposed. Our junk laid bare, our tears and fears made known, a band-aid torn, the masquerade done. So what now? What's left? Clean hands, clear eyes, and tender hearts. What Corona reveals, God can heal. Come, Lord Jesus, come, have mercy on us. In this season, may we allow God to do what he wants in and through us. May he work on us and make us more like him. And as we do that, may we be a blessing to the world that is all around us. May you be a person of hope, grace, and peace. I hope you have a great week. We'll see you on Zoom. And we have our prayer meeting on Thursday night. We have our Sunday, the service that's Sunday morning at 10 a.m. on Zoom as well. And I hope to see you there. Have a great week. Bye for now.